there, welcome to Weaves of Waves. I've just done a 40-minute podcast on Tantra, and I'm going to give you a clip here of about 5 minutes, and so it gives you an indication of what I'm wittering on about this time. So if you like it, you have to go to my website. So it's on weavesofwaves.com, and it's on the podcast page. So you can find the rest of it there. Okay, I love you lots. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now. Hello there. Welcome to Weaves of Waves. Well, this is a podcast only. There's no video, so I'm still exploring. I want to talk about Tantra. You see, Tantra and what it means. So I could put it in classes or I could just talk about it, which is kind of what I'm going to do. So, what is Tantra? Tantra means an awful lot of things to awful lot of people. It's a difficult thing to describe because it's actually a Sanskrit word, so to translate it into English, you have to kind of make some mental leaps. So how I perceive it and how I interpret it might not be a way someone else does, especially someone who was brought up in India or in places of the world where it is almost like a part of their life. So it's like me explaining why I like tea so much, or sort of why I like the pagan rituals and why I like Avalon and Avebury and the Isle of Avalon, which is Glastonbury, sort of things like that. So it's kind of like it's incorporated into our being. But when we need a step to go beyond what's in our own traditions, we go to somebody else's. Now, cultural appropriation, whatever, I don't care. It's finding answers, and I've been to India and I travelled across India looking for answers. And I may not have found it at the time, but years later I have done. I have found a few anyway that work for me, and I want to share that. So I want to talk about Tantra. It means actually the loom, so it's a weaving. So it's an awful lot is where I get waves of weaves, because it's a loom. And it was only through Tantra that I kind of found some roots in me. I found some answers anyway. I found answers in lots of places, but I found some certain answers about sexuality and darkness, my inner darkness. And to talk about this is not going to be on a 10-minute video for YouTube. I might put some extracts on it, but I need to go deeper, and I need to perhaps put it in a language that is sexually explicit. I might not, but I would like to be able to. So it's a weaving machine. A loom is the closest we can get to it. So it is something that weaves a force. And it's part of esoteric philosophies, it's part of teachings, mental, spiritual processes, sacred books, ritual magic, polarity. And then most especially is the female energies of the goddess. Now, I am both male and female on the inside. I am female on the outside. So it took me a while to work out my own sexuality and my own darkness and how to deal with it. So it's hard to put into words. And so what I wanted was a loom. I am using the loom of Tantra to weave my words, to create understanding for both you, the listener, and myself, right? So I'm doing both. So when I talk about female energies, I used to get pretty confused because I believe that my female energies is on the outside of me. I am a mother. I am a mother of 3. I am female. I like being female. I have the female genitalia. I was born with boobs, tits and boobs, and basically that makes me female. Now, political correctness aside, I don't actually understand political correctness, and bear in mind I don't have access to mainstream media. So if I'm being offensive in any way, I don't care right now, because it's all a mainstream media construct in my opinion. But that's something else. So what are we talking about when we're talking about female energies? And the problem was, I think it's been confused from the start. I think that a lot of the things that we are taught about Tantra, about sexuality, has been screwed up from the start. And I think the Tantra from the Indian side of things, the Indian Asian side of things, has got a lot to fill in the gaps that were taken away from us. For example, an awful lot of the traditions were written by celibate monks. Okay, so they wrote it down, and they had a clue what a female looked like, let alone what one, they were totally away from females, away from life, away from, the mainstream of things, where as a female, we're part of the community, we give birth, we create, but we can't do it without the male balance. And I've never ever been a anti-male. I want strong males in my life, so I would like to empower men just as well as empower women.